I used to think being invisible was just who I was. My name's Milan. I'm 27. And for most of my life, I was the background character in my own family. Not the rebel. Not the favorite. Just the quiet one. The straight-A kid who never asked for anything. You ask my parents about me? They'd say something vague, he's into computers or something techie. Not out of cruelty. Just routine. I was easy to forget. And they got good at it. For years, I thought maybe it was my fault. Maybe I was too quiet. Too reserved. Maybe I wasn't made to be seen. But the truth? I showed up. I worked 2 jobs through undergrad. Double majored. I was always there when Eli, my younger brother, got into trouble. Again. And again. Eli was everything I wasn't. Loud. Charming. Photogenic. He got applause for mediocrity. And a full audience for every milestone. The night I graduated, my cap was still in the back seat. I came straight from a bookstore shift. We had dinner that night. All of us. But no one said a word about my graduation. Not even congrats. All they talked about was Eli's new gig downtown. I smiled. Clapped him on the back like a good big brother. Pretended it didn't sting. But it did. Still, I stayed quiet. I always did. Poured myself into grad school. UX design. Something I actually loved. Long nights. Exhaustion. A full-time job. But it mattered to me. Even if it didn't matter to them. Then came the moment that changed everything. My aunt called, bright and chirpy. Are you coming to Eli's graduation dinner? What dinner? I didn't even know he was graduating. So I called my dad. Calmly. Just asked. His reply. We figured you wouldn't want to come. You barely finished school yourself, right? It hit like a punch. Like every quiet dismissal from the past decade, finally said out loud. That was the moment. Not a blow-up. Not a breakdown. Just a clean pivot. Irreversible. So I planned something different. Not revenge. Recognition. I didn't tell them when my own graduation was. Didn't send an invite. I filled my guest list with people who actually saw me. My best friend from high school, who stood by me in my worst year. My advisor, who left smiley faces in my thesis margins. My roommate, who made pancakes when I couldn't function. And Mr. Rao, my elderly neighbor, who always asked about my classes and actually listened. On a bright, hot afternoon, I walked that stage. No parents in the crowd. And for once, I didn't need them. Because stretched across the brick wall behind me. Congratulations, Milan Desai, Master of Science in UX and Digital Strategy. My face. My name. Submitted by my advisor. Bright blue. Unmissable. The next day, the voicemails came pouring in. Mom. Dad. Eli. Why didn't you tell us? Because you never listened when I did. I didn't reply. Not right away. I sat with Mr. Rao, eating almond cookies. Laughing with Sam about terrible UX jokes. Watching golden sunlight dance across the lawn. And for the first time, I felt full. That night, I called my mom back. She started sweet. Milan, we were so surprised to see that photo. Why didn't you tell us? I paused. You didn't tell me about Eli's dinner. She tried to deflect. They thought you wouldn't want to come. So, you thought I wouldn't want you at my graduation? She went silent. I wasn't cruel. I didn't raise my voice. I just told the truth. You skipped my undergrad graduation for a golf tournament. You never read my thesis. You changed the subject every time I tried to share something I was proud of. That's not fair, she said. No, it's just true. Then she asked. Is this really what you want? To cut us off over one missed dinner? And I told her. It was never just one dinner. It was years of being erased. Politely. Professionally. With a smile. And I'm done. She whispered. I just wish you told us how much it meant to you. I did. You just didn't hear me. Then I hung up. Not angry. Not sad. Just, free. But the story didn't end there. A few days later, an email. A major firm had seen my thesis. They wanted to meet. Possible collaboration. The exec? Camille Ross. Someone I'd admired for years. I thought it was fake. My advisor smiled. Take the meeting. I did. The school posted a photo of us, me and Camille, side by side. Captioned. From thesis to thought leader, Milan Desai is redefining UX empathy. That's when my parents really noticed. Now the calls were full of praise. Retroactive pride. Trying to rewrite the narrative. But I didn't block them. Didn't lash out. I just didn't engage. Then the final call came. From my other aunt. Milan, she said. I saw the article. I'm done being quiet. Your parents are rewriting things again. There's a family trust. And your name? It's been floating in and out. They're giving Eli power of attorney. Behind closed doors. Quietly. That's when it hit me. They weren't just ignoring me anymore. They were erasing me. So I documented everything. Every, can you help Eli just this once? Every ignored effort. Every financial favor. Every emotional bandage. Then. I got a lawyer. This time, I wouldn't vanish quietly. This time, they'd have to see me. All of me. The parts they minimized. Dismissed. Erased. No matter what happens next. I'm not going back to the shadows. I built this life. And now. I'm standing in the center of it.